3, 2, 1.
Well, how's it going, everybody? Well, I want to say thanks for all y'all who watched and gave me good compliments on the truck. I appreciate it. It's not ready to be drove. I'm not taking it out yet. I don't want to scratch it. I just ordered some shock oil so I could get oil in all my rigs. I started to get to 50 weight. I don't remember if I got 50 or 90. I might have got both. I don't even remember now. Anyway. So, we got that. We're getting ready to go ahead and put together the trailer. We cleaned out the garage here. As you can tell, the garage was getting a little messy, so we straightened it up all around, mopped the floors. And I showed you yesterday, we did get the loft straightened out. We got some new stuff. We got them a table and a bookshelf. But we got one more thing that's going to be a little too big, a little out of scale, but I got it anyway. It's not really meant for this, but it's a piggy bank for my garage. So if it's not too out of shape, I got one of these for my mother-in-law. She has in her room. It's a slot machine. Let me go ahead and just open it up real quick. All right, we got us a slot machine. Now, she's a little bit big, but not really. You stand next to it. Now, I don't have any batteries in it right now at the moment, so I can pull it, but no noise or nothing. So anyway, it's an actual working slot machine too. It does pay out. Pays you out your own change, basically. But anyway, I got a pocket full of change to put in it here in just a little bit. We're going to figure out where it's going to go, if anywhere. Ooh, that was close. What's the odds we hit another jackpot? We're going to finish it out. See? Ooh, bam, baby, we got paid. Anyway, we're going to have a gambling habit in the garage. Ooh, I just cheated something. How did I do that? Ooh, I found a way to cheat. Oh, I think what you do is you fill up in here. And after so many go in, it hits this button that's because it overflows and releases it. That's cool. But it has to hit the 7s to do it. So anyway, if you put it back here, it's actually just a piggy bank. So let me finish this. So all right, now then, we got that taken care of. It's a fun little slot machine to have fun with for your little piggy bank. Again, you drop your coins in the back to save them. Put a few in the front if you want them to fall out, you know. But anyway, now I got just about less than an hour probably to try to build this because the whole family watches Survivor together, and tonight's the premiere for what, like season 46 or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, if you're wondering what skill level you need to be at to build a trailer like this, you got to be at that skill level it takes to not need instructions, because they don't give you shit. They're like, you guess, figure it out. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. Can't be too hard, right? You got leaf springs with holes on them to put bolts through. And then you got extra ones for strength. And you got an eye hook for the tongue. One thing I don't understand, I suppose that they give you this box just in case you put lights on it later, because it's not like a box that you can just open and close with some snaps or something. It screws the lid on just like a receiver box. But on one side of it, it has a groove for wires to come out right there at the top. So, and you screw it down to the tongue. It's not a storage box, it's a wire box apparently, because like I say, it don't have any way to open and close it without taking screws out. So I suppose if you get lights or with a box, which if I run lights, it's only going to be a plug that goes to a battery, I suppose. I'll run it to the truck probably. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. It can't be too hard to figure out, so let's get this thing slapped together. Alright, I thought I was doing a time lapse, but all I've done so far is put 2 bolts in and a brass washer, brass bushing that goes in there, which is cool. So now the reason I turned this back on, I've seen lots of these videos or pictures. All of these trailers sit really high up in the air. If I lower it, I'm worried that I won't have the proper hitch to make it sit level. But I do think it can be lowered, because on this one, my tires do not go under it. They go on the side of it right here. Okay. Which ain't bad. It's going to have it in the air about 2.5 inches. Oops, sorry. Somewhere in this area. So whatever the tire is to the trailer, I mean, it's not real low. If I wanted to lower it though, you could put this underneath it, bolt it like this, and drop it down another 1/2 inch or more. If it was like that, it would sit I'm gonna say like, 2 inches instead of 3 off the ground. And I think it would look good, especially if you made fenders later. So I'm not sure yet. And I'm probably not going to run these extra ones of the leaf springs. Now these two would be okay. They go together well. The third one of these is meant to actually make it stronger and stiffer. So if you put this one on with it, look at that shape difference. You see this? If you can see that or not. Sorry if you can't. So because there's a difference in the shape, well, I want this thing clear up. Come on, there we go. Because of that, you would have to push it down really firm like this in order to get that to go down. And it's really stiff. Ugh. And that would make that whole thing super stiff, like real life. I don't think we need it like that. It's a trailer. And if these are on there, you see what it's going to do? It's going to catch little rocks and roots, right? So we're going to eliminate those. Don't want them. Now I just got to determine, do I want to go there or on top, which will make it a, whatever this difference is here, that's really the only difference it's going to make. So I think I'm just going to do the low drop right off the bat. See what happens. It's still going to stick up there pretty good, so I'm just going to try it. Sorry if that's still blurry. I don't know why. All right, I told you I was in a hurry. We built that thing in 25 seconds. No, actually, it went together really well. I think it took about 15 minutes just sitting here messing with it. I didn't put the box on the front of it. Honestly, that's because Mr. Eddie gave me a couple that were on this little homemade trailer that you can actually pop open. And he had little chains in there. That's where this little chain right here was in that box to tow with. And I'm thinking it looks really good on the front of there, actually, going this way. I need to paint it up a little bit more in the front, but I don't know. If I get lights to put in here, though, I might need that box, and that's what it's for, I'm sure. What do you guys think? Something like that? Because that's where it goes. I don't know. We might put it on there for looks, but if I do, I'd rather it be like hinged to open. That's the thing. I'm going to use this one. So now, I think I made a great choice by lowering that a 1/2 inch, because you can see it's already up there 2.5 inches or so. Would have been almost 3 if we would have put that axle on the bottom. Gives you just, it don't really change nothing, It actually, to be honest, and fair. Other than these screws right here. This is better to drag over logs and stumps because you're going to slide across these and go right over the other. If this was bolted down here, you would slide down this and then jam against the axle. So by doing it backwards like I did, not only do you get a better ride height, it's going to go over stuff better, I'm going to tell you. And not only that, now here's one of the things. Before, the tires were almost level with the bed on the other pictures I've seen. Then my tires are up here even with these bars almost, to where when I'm going to make some fenders out of aluminum and bring them around, and they're going to be able to go almost even with that and around. We are going to probably try to custom some fenders for it. I like fenders on my trailers. Anyway, I guess I need to get a way to mount this up somehow on the Jeep, because that's what I got it for mostly. So there we go. This is one of the worst drop hitches you can get, but if you're just trailing, it'll get you where you're going. You see, I had to adjust it up a notch so that it would not be too far, and it's still going down. I need to raise it up some more on the hitch and then like cut the hitch off, but then if I need it on the other truck, I got to lower it. So now I got this hitch, which would probably be great. The problem is this is for the TRX4. It's fatter on the end than what this Amazon piece I got on the bumper here. This is completely just some custom deal. I took the license plate I had on there off, and then originally I put this plate on there that Mr. Eddie made me. But then it turns out this thing here bolts into the same exact holes. I should just mount that right above it. But anyway. So I just mount this big glob of whatever kind of hitch mount you want to call it to there until I can get some bumpers. I also need bumpers on the new axial body I just did. So I think it's awesome though. I love it. I'll be able to take this down the trails, not have to worry about the wheels falling off like my other one or breaking. It looks pretty dang tough. It's heavy actually. So alright guys, it's time to wrap it up. We got to go watch Survivor. Oops, I never did plug them lights in and test them yet. We're not done. Give me just 1 second and we will see what happens. So alright, they're actually not horribly bright like I was thinking they'd be. I'm honestly going to try to paint these red. I might ruin a set, but the ones I'm going to put on my Jeep up on the body's got the doubles. We're going to use those on the Jeep anyway. So as of now, we're going to call these spare. We're getting ready to paint them red. Well, alright guys. I had to take a break so we could all watch Survivor. I'm back. I went ahead and painted these up with some red paint. I had to do it. And I realized they had these covers to go around and screw on so I could fill the paint really deep, because at first it wasn't covering it enough. When I turn them on, they look perfectly red in person, but on the camera for some reason it kind of looks like maroon or something, but it really don't in person. They look perfect in person, I swear. But oh well. It's still going to be better than nothing. I don't know why they look that way on the camera. Maybe it's just the way my camera's dialed in. Because if you've seen them, you would think they were stock red lights. Oh well. So we might end up putting a little more in there after that dries completely. But for now, I'm happy with the way that looks. And these actually are almost the exact size I need for the light buckets on this truck. Now I was looking at them earlier. And they are like the exact same. They're a little thicker, but they will work. They will definitely work. So anyway, also don't like the way this trailer mounts. See how it's got the little eye hook, or whatever you call this. You know, I just put a screw into the thing and took my ball hitch out. But I don't like it. So I took this off of my homemade trailer for now, since the homemade trailer's kind of out of commission temporarily. This hitch will not fit in the hitch I have mounted on this truck. unless I shape it down a little bit, which I may do that. So anyway, for now, let me go ahead and try to mount these on the Jeep. I want to at least see what those look like, have something finished tonight. Alright guys, now we got her all buttoned up. I have to get some splitters, so actually it's not all buttoned up. There's no taillights on here right now. So I'm going to order me a few connectors, some that have 2- and 3-way splitters. So the Jeep's all ready to go, though, as you can see, that we can see. We got the trailer, the hinge on that bad boy looking good. So now, oops, far back there, boom. Let me see, let's switch some lights around. I like it. So, again guys, thanks a lot for all your support. Your support has really gone a long way here lately. The views have came up. That means I've made a couple extra dollars. So, I really appreciate it. You guys, you helped me get that. And that. Well, no, that. I'll say the trailer. The trailer and that body, that was from you guys. So thanks a lot. I can't thank you enough. So please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. The more you comment, the more you hit the thumbs up, the more it gets out there, the more it helps. The more I can do on the channel, the better it'll be. Hopefully. At least that's my theory. If nothing else, I can buy a bunch of junk and hook it on my trucks. So, thanks again, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.